Hello, viewers, and welcome to a new episode of your program with our discoveries in fashion with me, Konnah Sesay. This is the program we can bring you daily trends and things we get for do with fashion. People we don't work so hard for see that and push the fashion industry in a salon go before. You know, this get for do with tailors, it get for do with models, and so have you. Anybody we get for do with fashion business. Well, today inside the program, I there with Mohamed Barry. We happen for be the CEO for Fashion-One. We go learn from him today. Waiting, it don't go through inside the fashion world. Waiting are some of the success stories them way it go like for share with one of the viewers them, and waiting make Fashion-One different from other fashion designing shops them. Hello, Mohamed Barry, and welcome to the program.
Hello, Konnah. How are you? Thank you for welcoming me.
All right. Let me start first for talk about who that's now Mohamed Barry.
Mohamed Barry Sierra Leone. I get a passion for this fashion business since I small.
Okay.
Why when they grow up as speaking, actually, me people are not being get much for afford for buy for me new clothes, and so I be used for the make party them based on the kind clothes within the wear.
Okay.
So after some time, while going to secondary school, me and my mom being get one palaba we make. It helped me go to my auntie man a tailor. So from where I go to the tailor shop from that 10 day up to now I dey into tailoring business.
Wow, that's wonderful. What a very interesting story. So you come into this world because you be fancy other people them waiting in the way, and I guess you said be one for they look like them.
Yes, for sure. I've been always want to get beautiful clothes then on my body, but the situation not been they allow me at that time day. So I've been they make party them, so at least if like they're nice clothes, so they be party taste until I go end up for get the clothes from them. So the time when I found myself na a tailoring shop, I just phone off and one time I begin do the work.
All right. Let me talk about then and day where you really admire the type of clothes we people they wear. As you know, fashion I think we they deal with daily trend. Back then and this present time, how you go compare the two?
Most changes don't take place now. Actually, now the creativity don't add.
Okay.
To then they poverty been look boku. So boku man they struggle even forget a basic clothes for put on. So been rely more on the junks. But nowadays, people and they design their own clothes in many different ways. Them. So I think say now the fashion industry don't really do.
All right. Fashion-One. Why make you choose for call you on Fashion-One?
Actually, I choose Fashion-One because I dey try for get a name where people can go connect with. Actually, I dey try for think about my audience, we can go easily connect with them. So whilst I defend name for the business, I've been thinking many different ways. Think me name, but I think say someone go say no, but that guy dey name no go work out well. So I think till this Fashion-One idea come up, and I think say people and like even the word no more fashion na Salone. So I think say then they go and Fashion-One as a one at least we they do boku different services in the fashion industry. So now I make I decide for choose the Fashion-One name.
All right. When you start up this particular venture, how it be like for you?
It been very challenging actually, but my passion for the fashion business not give me chance for give up. Because what I be tell you say I been as speaking I can at the tailor shop I will like the business. So when the war been come we been get for move away from Sierra Leone for a long time. I've been there in Abidjan at the so when I come back na Sierra Leone for setup it not been easy actually. I've been get for join some of my party there and I shared space. I get one machine with the work this small. It been very challenging. I've been they compare what they go now versus what I be left na Abidjan. But I not been get away for go back. So I decide for persist. I persisted. I saw for long. I built a lot of fans then network, Boku party them. So after some point, I decided for going to university. While going to university, I studied there. In my second year, I will begin do one module we then call entrepreneurship. So that entrepreneurship module they been get for inspire me a lot. I begin see opportunity and I begin believe say with this talent where I get I able to do big things then we go impact my family and my country at large.
All right. Let me talk about back then. You cravings for one for work designer clothes because you see people they wear now. So presently, you will they provide the designer clothes for the people them for wear. How the feeling like for you?
I dey feel good way somebody they wear me clothes, especially for special events, thing that we don't get forever for forget na their life. Then come out to me, they meet me say, Wale designed for this event for me. I can always get a good feeling and then they drive me, it can make I get the zeal for work day and night, and I always they look forward to them feedback, and most of the time it can be positive. So I tell God thank you. It feels so good.
All right. Let me talk about the different type of designing clothes then we una they deal with. What type of clothes that una they sew?
With the sew for man, woman, picking, we mainly focus on African designs them. Yes. Though they do like shirt, t-shirt, for example, like this kind what I put on so now Fashion-One product. Now we do them from scratch. Or they bring in we own fabrics them, and we can also design for special events. Like if you get a special event, you get specific design we want, we can do that there. But we primarily focus on Africana clothes them, mainly for man them. But we they do for woman, we they do uniforms, we they do sportwears and so on.
All right. When you talk to lots of people they into this fashion world, especially people where they deal with the garment issue, you talk to tailors, you talk to models, they compare other countries to Sierra Leone. Let we talk about USA you they go get you garments them and how you see that particular country they compare to the one that way they make in Salone.
This is very interesting. Actually, I don't go now most of the West African country then now. I don't they observe and all decided why they go now mainly on the fashion industry. I think Sierra Leone they in a good space now. Like the fashion industry in Sierra Leone they can evolve, they can team up on your own. Some of the country they don't team up for long, but yeah, we depend up actually. We'll not reach there yet. We'll get few people and we really talented, but we'll get beaucoup people and we passionate about the business. So like one part we own driver then we train young people and for make sure say then do the work very well. We cannot just for do one no more, for do one very well. But overall, Salone compared to other, their gaps then they small, but we dip and come. Salone we serve the come.
All right. You talk about passion and talent, and the way you put it's like the passion is different from the talent. So for me, somebody come into this particular world, is it that you need to forget the talent and you go make or passion a whole different thing?
No, the passion more go make you able for make than the talent, because there are a lot of talented people, but because they're not passionate, they can just weak on their talent. But what you really passionate about and you do go the extra mile for learn and make sure so you sabi the things. And because for me, I guess some people are working can train. I they see the urge from them. So within a very short period of time, they can don't sabi beaucoup things, and so them passion they move them.
All right.
But the talent, someone very talented, but they're not really serious about the business.
All right, someone really talented, but they're not really serious about the business. Briefly, now for take we through the odds, the challenges where you go through in order for reach this stage.
There has been a lot of challenges actually, but tell God thank you. Some of the challenges there was a time where people are not really believe in local tailors and waiting in the zone at this part, so they prefer for travel go out. So most of the time, even though they do a very good job, people are not getting confidence just because of a mindset kind of thing. So for survive during the intended day, it takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of as I say, the passion they hold on. You feel tempted for quit. Even as for me, before I decide for go university, one of my drivers, and not for being go continue the tailoring, I've been just this year and say, would I make it in this fashion business? Are we able to succeed or not? So whilst I did it now, and I did God go guide me, I fall into this model where make I see say man, this thing we can do and big.
Okay.
So then challenges then them in there for long. Even for build up the network, it takes a lot of sacrifice. For you work for beaucoup people and say then sabi you now all over way. At any time you can get call from any part of the world, say I want this, I want this. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Some other challenges as well were like na Salone, so you can get the electricity challenge, for up your equipment them, been funny for a long time, but it takes a lot of sacrifice back for work that small way to now the light done the better. And the other challenge also, like one main challenge for right now presenting are the inflation, exchange rates. You go down work till you don't get small thing, but you say they make up. exchange rate wahala, all you go back. But we still they persist and make sure say we move on.
All right.
One more also is the talent. You get boku tailors in a salon, but the highly skilled tailors they're not too boku. So then they can also limit person we get a urge drive on, and people then get reason for good friend tailors and from other side, which is also another tough one. But we don't resolve for the train we own people them, so we take young guys and young women, then we train them. Yes, when they don't develop, then at least then they serve the fashion industry.
Okay, that's very, very wonderful. Well, viewers, that's Mohamed Barry, the CEO for Fashion-One. When I don't listen as it don't take we through how it come about this venture, and it also don't talk about few challenges them way it don't witness ever since when it came into the fashion world. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we go talk about the success stories and how we don't use this work way it don't learn for benefit other youths them out there.
Tell everybody say the Diba they don't agree say we for put Bondo na Sierra Leone this year.
Tradition there. We serve Kamitan, yes. So to put it alive, to try from maintain now, follow myself Konnah the system and things in about. When I was last week, we talked to me like say me about process.
All them now we dey go na neighbor villages them, neighbor town them for go assist them for them business. But they don't agree say we for put Bondo na Sierra Leone this year.
This tradition be don't make form with grandpa them. When I pull Bondo na Sierra Leone, they all pa them. Then they can pick all what they want first.
But I not tell you.
But I don't pick what you done now. If you want to, you can go pick your own.
Now this time they say tradition. Me say they against that deal.
They could make the you let me see to your point.
Now we don't turn this for ourselves choose the woman them who let.
This is a forced marriage. Then they force the picking for marriage to one part of the one.
And this lawyer will meet her.
You expect me for change the laws now this time? What we papa then? Don't make now we the campola.
Then all you don't die. Why that not there for Tinapia? Hey. Look at my television. Nobody can give me by the name Kaga Petake because all man don't know say me name K.
I work that you have to make them implement.
For you not say because you not thief man, you thief. You not thief man. Me want to say me thief. That's what you say for me best. I don't go anything. Come on, from basic and tuk. I'm here.
Maxine.
You know we can face to face. I can feel fine.
This tradition won't get us to don't see when I for change up.
After 10 years, 15 years, now this trip will decide for put Bondo na Sierra Leone. Nobody go marry you. Over me, little body aggress. He betrayed me.
I no understand. One go on the point. Susu. But Susu business. Do your mama want to wasi and.
Welcome back, viewers, and not forget to the program where you listen and watch right now. Now, Discovery is in fashion with me, Konnah Sesay, and today we deal with a very wonderful tailor. We're not somebody we don't work very hard for see that he pushed the fashion world now Sierra Leone go to another level. We happen for be Mohamed Barry, we are the CEO for Fashion-One. We will listen to him now as he go share with we some of the success stories them and waiting other people when I youth them don't learn from so far. Welcome back to the program, Mohamed Barry.
Thank you, Konnah.
All right. Let me talk about your success stories them. We don't talk a lot about the challenge then when you don't go through. We don't talk about how it takes for make somebody reach Usayu Deso. Let me talk about now the success stories then. What thing you don't achieve ever since you come into this world?
I don't achieve a lot of things since I don't establish one, two this work I use them for go to university and support myself, and I got it now. Yeah. Then there's another one also. I don't set up a very big business now. Salone way almost unique. We get advanced equipment them. We use high tech for make sure we deliver high quality things them. Then another success also is through this tailoring and fashion, I don't become a part of most of African entrepreneurship networks. Then way I use me education plus the skill for apply and be part of the network. Then they. And another success story also is that at least I don't be in a position now for train young people and make sure say themselves sabi this work here so and develop themselves. So currently my main success story is that I'm like on a fourth generation of trainees. I don't train people in way they don't they set up on their own now themselves, they do their work small. And also I they give space to young people and way then people and don't afraid say they not go come off final life, then they can near me. I train them. So a lot of success. I tell God thank you now. And I'm also Fashion-One, a very well established brand on Sierra Leone. Then we get orders from all over the world, and then a very good thing for we. So we move on, and we main aim now for impact the fashion industry overall, not to win no more. Other people and back for come on board. So we do that they through like with publications, what they do, what they send out. We work them, we know they hide something, we make sure say people in the see and take inspiration from Dande. So the success them boku.
So you feel say the fashion world now platform for empower somebody for, be somebody beneficial not only to himself but to in society as well?
Yes, very, very beneficial. And if you really did one very well, it'll take you places and where you not go ever imagine. For me, I don't be part of gatherings and meetings and where they deal with the leadership of we country, even the West African sub-region, and they invite me in a big seminars, them symposium, then where you get other country president them. So it feels so good, and all land they not through me academic, not through me fashion business what they do. So any young person who I think say really determined they want for making a life. If you choose the fashion industry, let make sure say you do them well. They not just did it half enough. If you do them very well, it'll take you any place. There is no limit to where fashion can take you.
Wow. There is no limit to where fashion can take you. In a scale of 1 to 10, who say you put Sierra Leone in ranking of the fashion, development, how the fashion world on the go so far?
1 to 10 in a scale, like for example, if you want scale, I'm in line with the West African fashion industry. Sierra Leone, we come. I'm not going to put we far below, but we really get a lot of work to do. The people that are into the fashion industry, they get significant challenge and forget boku accessories. And not that they don't know what thing for do, but certainly you want time, you know, we get time, so you need for go. So in that line there, I think I will put 3-6, just follow there above the line small. But we get a lot of work for do, I think. The fashion industry get big potential in Salone. So we get a lot of work for do, and I think say we all for come together like what you wanna do, so what we self they do for make sure say we realize that dream there.
All right. We get a lot of work to do, as you say. We day into this. You being the one they design the models, we being the one they produce for fashion, But then what you got for do with the area where you talk about the exchange rate and all, what do you feel still need for be done?
In that side, I don't think over and over. I think government need for consider certain either incentives or tax adjustment, then we will make sure say we self able for compete, because the things in the cost is so high. So people then prefer for come here, go to other country, then see say then they get and less, then count and back, still they will sell them and make good profit than for do everything now. So I think say the government really need for take that into consideration. See ways then we don't able for adjust. So we go at least we're able for compete in a way we really healthy for we all, because easy if you want come here for go buy something other side, easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. These people where you talk about, the youths them where you talk about say when I don't try for land them so that themselves could be empowered. Yeah. That we talk about so far, the one that you don't learn, how things don't tally for them.
There is a set of group who don't set up their own shop now, then they work, then they develop their customer base, and then they try small. There are certain one then we don't get work, then they work in their life, they go on small, then family can proud of them now. There are also people then we have been like then get the skill, but then be one sharpen them, then they do their own business like what we say they do. So then they try for set up their own way. So all them one then they make her feel so good anytime why they go, why they come up from me work, and they give me more zeal for do the work back, because I see say from the side way I pull them to who side and they head for now. It's so promising. Then family all man very happy. Then say we tell God thank you.
Alright. So why somebody for choose for Konnah Fashion-One?
Fashion-One, if you move around small, you go see say Fashion-One are one of the most sophisticated tailoring institution, then not only Sierra Leone, West Africa. We get advanced equipment, we expose you to the highest technology in tailoring, and also a lot of young people. You see the energy is very good, so we create the atmosphere for the people then thrive and develop and make sure say them be themselves and follow the able for create. So we they open as I can say normally, so we they open the game, we they show you everything for you able for develop and go.
To that person where they listen and watch you right now, we now a young person, you want to come into the fashion industry, but then they afraid for several challenges, then what you don't mention so, and others where they out there for them. What can you go tell them?
There's no need for afraid. Fear always they show up anytime you want to do something big. So you for accept and say, okay, this is fearful, but feel the fear, but if you do them, for say, oh, I don't afraid now, you reverse, then you don't lose. So when you afraid, you afraid, but make sure so you take action. When you take action, over time the fear they disappear. Fear na just like na false evidence appear in real. Always it show you like say this thing not possible, but if you facing them, they run away. Fear they afraid back.
Alright. So if somebody want for contact with una, how you go to forget una?
You get me na 079-324-822. You also they get me na my social platform them Fashion-One SL. Then you get me through email when I'm at by0@gmail.com.
Alright. Thank you so much. Alright. That's now Mohamed Barry, the CEO for Fashion-One. I don't talk about waiting it take and for reaching at the speak beside this so today, the challenges and also the success stories where it gets for share with another viewers them. Maybe the program can't you today, my name is Konnah Sesay. So till we meet back to a new episode of Discovering Fashion. Tata.